Pickaxe.
Guys, breaking news, further developments. This was actually sent in as a thing, but I think we need to just get it done now. Connor Ryan at @ConnorRyan_ on Twitter tells us, according to Bristol Live, another seagull has been stuck in Bedminster Asda for 3 days, and it could be the same one. The subheading says, no one is absolutely certain whether this is a new bird or the one who spent 16 days inside the store last month.
Oh, man.
Just coming home. Just going home.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture of what looks like it could very easily be a fake seagull, to be honest, if we didn't know any better. But there it is, just hanging out in the rafters.
That looks like a toy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, there he is, little dude.
But yeah, apparently it's back, and the article is obviously, it's like 300 words long, but it basically just says the seagull is back, and we don't know if it's the same one, and that's it, and then it just rehashes the old story. But there we go.
Are you going to try and visit it, Michael?
Oh, I was going to, then I just read the last line of the article there. An Asda spokesperson confirmed on Sunday, July 30th, 2023, that the second bird has been safely removed. So I missed
they're experts at it now.
Oh man,
wow, okay.
Yeah. It didn't sadly get the 16-day holiday the other one got.
No,
but by the sounds of it, we won't have to wait too long for another one to enter the premises. As they're fast becoming the most recurring character on Podiots now.
it's a decent turnaround.
That bird declared fit and health again was released in Victoria Park. It says
Fit and health.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All the
That's what's
Doritos
going
has
on
been
in-
snacking on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's going on in Asda Bedminster. What's going on in your lives? You well, boys? You happy?
Doing all right. Nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
Well,
Ben Potter, you all right there?
Yeah, there was a bit of a mishap today, and I'm coping with it.
Okay.
As you both know, and some listeners will know, I'm a bicycle man now. I ride bicycles. And I've recently moved house. And if you're watching the video version, you'll see that I've moved into Dick and Dom's bungalow, which is very exciting. And as such, I need a new way to get to work, because previously I would walk. When I moved here, I had every intention of cycling, and I did for 3 days.
Yeah.
Today was the third time I cycled in, and I locked up the bicycle, and then I said goodbye to Peter after a busy day of making content, and we sort of said, see you in a bit for more content.
Yeah.
And then I walked outside. The bicycle was not there. Someone has stolen my bicycle, and the worst part is, it's not even my bicycle. It's my partner's sister's bicycle that I was borrowing, and so I've had their bike stolen, and I've had to apologise to them and report it to the police, and then I had to Uber home, and now I don't know what I'm going to do, because the fucking metro is shut this week at the place where I currently reside.
Is it?
Because of course it is, yeah, because they're doing essential maintenance or some shit. And so I will have to walk an hour and a half to work tomorrow.
No.
Are you going to walk to work?
No.
Yeah,
Can't you
I
just
am.
walk to a different metro station?
I could, but like walking would be more direct. And so that's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Wow. Like that whole walk, you're just going to be festering and angry. Like, I wish I had my bike. What
if the weather is
Probably.
like it's been for the past 3 weeks? You're just going to be sad and angry and
I
wet.
mean, I already got rained on this morning
I
and
guess
the other
the
day
bike
as well.
Yeah. Makes no
In fact, I
difference.
was getting rained on faster because I was cycling into the rain.
Yeah.
So I will. It'll be fine. I've looked it up, and apparently it's not going to rain tomorrow morning, which of course means that it will. But I have had a bicycle stolen today, and I will now take any questions that you might have.
Do you have CCTV there? Because like this is like, let's put out an appeal. Let's get these bastards and let's get your bike back.
Hashtag get Ben's bike back.
Yeah.
I believe there should be CCTV around there. At the very least, you will probably see someone wheeling it away.
Yes.
Because it was locked up. So someone, I think, must have just gone up and clipped it off and then walked off with it.
There were 3
So
other
there'll be
bikes
footage
there
of that.
when I left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so yours was picked out of the lineup. Like, I want that one.
The other ones were a bit dusty and I want that one. The other ones were a bit dusty and shit. So maybe they weren't interested, but maybe someone had just been scouting out my bike for the past few days and was like, "Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah.
If it comes back again, I'll take that because I know it's going to be here all day." What's the fucking point in having a bike rack if people are just going to nick bikes from it?
Just an advert. This is where the bikes will be. Come back tomorrow.
It might as well be a fucking, I don't know what. Just help yourself. It's just a buffet, a bicycle buffet.
Delicious.
Like in Animal Crossing, every day you go to Tom Nook's shop to see what new goodies are there. The thief rocks up like, "Ooh, what new bikes are in today? Yeah, I'll have a bit of that one."
This one, very nice. A women's bike. I think I will. So I walked back in and I just sat down at my desk for 20 minutes, not really knowing what to do.
Oh, no.
So I just didn't, after the day that we have had, which has been so busy, I did not have it in me to call the police. And also, it's technically not my bike. So I wouldn't have even been able to describe it because I don't know what brand it is. I've never paid close enough attention to it in the short time I've been riding it to sort of get to know it visually. I have now been sent photos of it, but thankfully I was able to report it online. I have zero faith that the police will do fucking anything to help.
Nope, that thing's gone.
I'm going to see, maybe I can report it on the home insurance. Maybe I can do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give it a go. Fuck them. Let's try see if I can get a bike out of it. But yeah, that's how I'm doing.
If you give it a couple of months, do the Cultaholic guys still do the magnet fishing streams? Maybe they can bring that back.
Fish out of the tide.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Even if it's not your bike, I'm sure there's a bike down there that you could claim as your own.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
there'll be a free bike in there.
Yeah.
A rusty bike's better than no bike. So.
Well, I would like to. What would be a really good segue now is, hey, well, if you want to support Ben buying a new bike, you can do so by going to Podiots, Streamlabs. But we've got to do the intro first, so that's not going to happen.
We do. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold that. I'll throw it to you, Peter, for an amazing segue in like 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Nice.
Please do. Should we run the music?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Podiots, the official Vidiots podcast. It's a conversational podcast where we take some. Oh, hang on, I've got it written down. Where we take some questions from you at home and obey the law of the 3 Rs, where everybody brings a thing
along to talk about.
I'm Ben.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Michael. Hello.
I was so close. So close.
Nearly did it.
I was on the right track as well. I thought I'd fucked it up, but I was actually doing it correctly. Again, if you're not aware, we have a video version of this podcast now on YouTube where you can see our faces as we do it. And as such, I'm having to make eye contact with the camera while introducing it for the first time ever. And usually I read from notes on my phone. So I have a crisis of confidence every time we do an episode now that I'm going to fuck it up. But it's okay. We're all right.
All right.
You nailed it, pretty much.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you. Michael, you've been to another country or something.
Whoa.
Absolutely bonkers. Did you know there's places outside of England and they're actually quite nice? Like, whoa, it's nuts.
I'm not sure about that, but okay.
I went to visit the noble land of San Diego, California the other week to attend Comic-Con, which was quite fun. Out there with work, shooting some interviews for the new Spider-Man and a Star Wars game. I'm sorry, I really should know more about the games than that, but
there's so many Star Wars games in development.
Yeah, there are, to be fair.
Just one of the Star Wars. But yeah, it was nice. But on that trip, I realised I am not a convention man in any way. Even being in, like, I guess what is the Holy Grail, like the mecca of stinky nerds converging in a big hall.
Yeah.
It's actually happy to report the smell wasn't bad. I did not notice any whiffs at any point. So well done. Deodorant's made its way over, and they are using it, and boy, are they using it well.
Interesting.
They're using it so well.
Oh my god, they're doing great. While I was there, one of my all-time favorite internet gangs, Mega 64, were there. So I made the effort of going to see them at the booth, got a picture with them, chatted to them for a bit, and they were like, "Oh, we're doing a panel tomorrow night. Come along to it. Make the most of your time here." So I was like, "Yeah, why not?" I went to the panel, and 20 minutes in, a fire alarm was pulled and the entire convention was evacuated.
Oh
no.
Like, that was like a proper once in a lifetime thing. Like, it's their 20th anniversary. And just before the fire alarm went off, they're like, "Oh, every time we do a panel, we like to show off, a little something, like something that's never been made public before, like little stuff that's just never seen the light of day." And like, just as they were getting ready to play that video, just please evacuate the building. So I'll never know what that secret clip was.
Mega 64 are the best. I'm a big fan of their stuff. Admittedly, I don't watch like week to week, but I watched a lot of their videos a while ago.
Yeah,
their game parody ones are excellent.
Yes, very good boys. Yeah, foundational to me as an internet man. So very nice to meet them. But anyway, how are you both doing?
All right, I guess. Yeah, I've been away for a few days just with the family, and that was nice and not too wet. We're in the south of the country, where it seemingly was not as moist as it is in the northeast. Mind you, Bristol, I remember Bristol being pretty wet, but we were further over, sort of around Essex. So
yeah. Bristol's still a rainy boy, so don't
No, had a good time. How are you, Ben, apart from the events of today, this evening?
Yeah, otherwise all right. I'm trying to remember what happened the weekend just gone. Went to our colleague Ashton Matthews' house to celebrate her birthday. That was exciting.
Cute.
And that was good fun. And this weekend I am going to Wales, which I'm really looking forward to.
Very nice.
I fucking need it now. So that'll be lovely. I'm going to drink too much and maybe light one of those lanterns that starts forest fires in memory of the bicycle that's gone.
Yeah. It's what the bicycle would have wanted.
Yeah, I think so. Push it directly towards maybe a neighbouring property.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. A lot of barns around, a lot of hay. See if I can... I'm sure I can do some damage that way.
Someone will run out to the hay going, "It's not even my barn, it's my sister's." Oh, God. My partner's sister's.
Yeah. And you know what? That'll make me feel a little bit better. Yeah. So they deserve it. If only there was an amazing segue right now, Peter.
Yeah, well, if you want to support that person getting their barn rebuilt when they sue us because Ben burnt it down, you can do so by going to streamlabs.com.
Podiots.com.
Well, you can do that too. You can go to streamlabs.com/Podiots donations, but yeah, Podiots.com is the better way to do it.
Oh, yeah. So efficient. You can go on that website 3 times more than you could before, just the amount of time you're saving not typing in all the letters.
So much time.
You're right.
Think how much more time you'll have to type in the huge number that you're going to donate to us.
That's true. Yeah, Podiots.com will take you there slightly quicker and therefore leave you more time to donate more money. And for as little as $3, I don't have the notes in front of me, but is it dollars?
Pounds.
Is it pounds?
£3 or more.
£3 or more. You get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show. And for more, you get a personal message read as well.
Yes, you do.
Just like...
Get your hands off my Johnson. Get your hands off my Potter. An Antietam bath. Antietam bath. Yes, I am saying that right.
Say Antietam, yeah.
Antietam bath.
I don't know if that's intentional, is it?
I like it more. Antietam bath. Donak 07. Ziggy Stardust and the Knob Spiders from Mars. Steven Skodes, Lord Brotovich. Freddie Weber, and the generous Otto Kano, who says, "Got husband to listen to your shout out. Jesus, I was having kittens when you forgot to do Pod Squad. Couple of days... Yeah, sorry, we tried our best.
Sorry about that.
Couple of days early, as he was having a rough time, it made him smile, beams, and even a little teary. Aww. Thank you for making his day, Keys. Oh, glad it went down a treat.
We've never forgotten Pod Squad before that day.
It just changed slightly on that occasion.
Yeah.
Again, I blame it on the video component. Everything's up in the air. You don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know if we're dealing in pounds or dollars. I don't know what our URL is.
Who knows? It's definitely pounds. If you do dollars, make sure you do the pound equivalent. Yeah. That's how it works.
The list continues with Hap Ben Housewarming, George Bab Clooney. Okay, yeah. Podiots FM coming in your ear. Brian Blobbyfield, Bobby Kababalooney, Mrs. Gibbon, who was very generous and says, "We do not want your comments, Peter Austin." That was actually the name of that teacher, and I guess I said that at the time. Either that or someone has massively doxed me. Mike the Geode Johnson, Lukewarm Pete Austin, Ben There's No One Named Potter, and Shieldfield Liberation Army.
And finally, we have on a takeaway mission, Bobby Kababalooney. That's another one there.
Nice.
TP's Delight at Mikey Puking, Donaco7, Mr. Macca, Bobby_Blobby. Press any key to continue. The Artst, formerly known as Brince Peef Cakes, Hetty Bo Betty. That's Bartek's fave Pokemon, Rhydon D's Nuts.
Well, it was a good finish, even though it was in reverse.
Yeah, I like it. Hetty Bo Betty's a Pokemon, right? That's like Gen 10 or something.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much to the Pod Squad for this week. Remember, £3 or more gets you a shout out at the beginning and the end of the podcast and allows you to join Pod Squad. Do you guys have a favourite?
Ride on these nuts.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. It's got to be that.
And hey, all those clever people
bias be damned.
Doing Bobby Kababalooney, that was literally the name of the episode. So the fact that 2 or 3 people did it, sorry, I'm not that impressed. That's what it was called.
You don't impress me much.
No,
I had Twin up in here.
Yeah, we didn't say it though at the time. I don't know why none of us came up with Bobby Kababalooney. I was disappointed, to be honest.
We've let ourselves down.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of letting people down,
yeah, let's get on with the content. So, who would like to go first? Ben Potter. I don't think you went first last time, so you can go first this time.
Okay, am I going first with my listener submitted thing?
I think that's what we've been doing, isn't it? It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Feels right.
Yeah.
Feels right.
You do that.
Okay. I've got a listener submitted thing here, and the way this works is that we will put out a request on Twitter. We're not going to stop calling it Twitter. For you to submit something that's happened in your local area and made a local news site in the past couple of weeks. You know, the weird, the wonderful, the strange. That's what we want. That's what we want you to send us. And this one was sent in by fucking Lords of you.
It was.
And it was by Fast Touch at Bjorn Q, Adam Salter at Leather_Duck, and was that cat kissing emoji, llama emoji at X Pink Glasses, and Thomas Bundgaard at Turtle with Ties. So thank you to all of you for sending this in. This is a news story from ITV.com. And the categories are world, China, animals, and bears.
Ooh. Good categories.
Very relevant. A Chinese zoo denies sun bear is human in a bear suit.
It's Coco the gorilla.
Oh my god.
It's Coco the gorilla.
He's got a new job. He's got a new suit to don.
And this photo is compelling evidence that this is a man in a sun bear costume.
Yeah.
Well,
I will send you... Do you want me to read it first and then send the photo?
You send the photo. I also found a photo on a different news outlet that is astounding. But yeah, you send that one.
I've put it. I'm ready to send it. I'm going to read a bit more first, and then I'll send it to you guys. Videos of a bear standing upright left some people wondering if the bear might actually be an actor in a bear suit. A zoo in China has had to deny suggestions one of its bears might actually be a person in a bear suit after photos of the animal standing like a human circulated online. The sun bears from Malaysia are smaller than other bears and look different, but are the real thing. The Hangzhou Zoo, brilliant, Hangzhou Zoo said on social media on Monday. Some people think I stand like a person, said the post, written from the bear's point of view.
Wait, that's not helping
or maybe
the case,
just
is
the
it?
man inside the bear costume. It seems you don't understand me very well. Internet users questioned whether the zoo's bears were real. The zoo's bears were real after photos circulated showing one standing upright on slender hind legs. Because of the way they stand, some people online question whether they are humans in disguise, the newspaper Hangzhou Daily remarked.
Disguise.
Sun bears, humans in disguise.
Sun bears are the size of large dogs, standing at most 1.3 meters, it says, tall on their hind legs, compared with 2.8 meters for grizzlies and other species, according to the zoo. Other Chinese zoos have been accused of trying to pass off dogs dyed to look like wolves or African cats, and donkeys painted to look like zebras, it says. Do you want to see this bear?
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, I saw it when I sent it to you, but it's excellent.
It's obviously a man in a onesie. Look at where it's all rumpling up around his bottom.
Yeah, a onesie that doesn't fit.
Oh, it's kind of nasty, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, they look a lot cuter when they're sitting down. Kind of.
Sun bears are fantastic, but that one in particular is a person. Oh, I just sent that to Peter. I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Mikey seems to have found it. Oh, that's a good
Oh, wow. That's a really good one. Look at that, Michael. What do you think?
Right. I'm going to describe it for the people at home. This is a man inside of a bear costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at this picture that I found on a different article where it's fucking waving like an actual person.
That's just Derek. That's just a man called Derek.
It is Derek.
Man.
Who's been told, no, please don't wave like a human being. They're onto us.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
For the sun bears keep doing more and more human-like things. Look, this one's gone shopping.
For the viewers at home, God, it just looks like a very wrinkly, loose onesie from the back.
Yeah.
Like if you chop off the head, then it just looks like someone in a onesie. And then put I don't know, like a decapitated bear head over it and started waving at crowds and started having a bit of fun with it. It's like the proportions are so human.
Yeah.
It's like
It's the wrinkly skin is what makes it, because it does just look like a piece of clothing that's rucked up a bit at the back.
Yeah, that doesn't fit at all.
Oh dear. I believe it's a man in a suit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Gotta be.
That's the second one now. We know there are two. Well, there were two. Now there's just one. Do we have the name of this bear?
I don't know if we do, actually. That would be good to know.
Why has the bear not been named?
Well, Derek, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we could. No, Derek is the man inside the bear costume.
The man inside Coco the bear.
Where's this post? They said that a post. They quote from a post, but they don't link to it.
Yeah.
Which isn't very helpful.
Zoo. What was it called? Hangzhou
Zoo.
Right.
I'm looking around and there doesn't seem to be anyone putting a name to the bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, again, I think that's more evidence in it being a human, because usually zoos are pretty keen to name all their animals, but if it's just like a last minute job, like, fuck, we said we'd have a bear by now, get in the suit and get out there, let's not bring any attention to it by naming you. Again, the conspiracy grows.
In a statement written from the perspective of a sun bear named Angela, officials from Hangzhou Zoo said people didn't understand the species, according to CNN.com. Yeah.
Okay, so the bear's called Angela.
Apparently. That seems very suspicious.
I don't know if I believe that.
No. I'm also not sure about the fact that, as you said, that he shares so the male, is it a male bear called Angela? It says in a different article he shares an enclosure with a female sun bear called Babu, who comes from the Czech Republic. Yeah, Angela is a male bear.
Oh, good for them.
Okay. They're having a lovely time. Just two humans.
That's on me as well for just having preconceptions about the gender and the name of a bear based on that.
A man.
Sorry, of a man inside a bear suit.
A bear costume. Thank you. Yes. That's what it is.
Well,
there we are. That was my listener submitted news.
Thanks, listeners.
Absolutely horrifying. I do highly recommend googling this if you're at home. It's it's just a bit uncanny.
Very good.
A lot of animal-related news submitted by the listeners. There was another story that I didn't bring along in the end because I don't know how comical it really is, but that two male brother manatees, one of them has just died because they've been buggering each other to death.
Oh my God.
It had like a 14-inch anal injury that killed it. I know. And like 4 people sent this story. They were like, hey, this will be good for your comedy podcast. So
how are you meant to react to that?
I don't know.
That's not good news.
No, it's not.
It's horrifying.
The aquarium knew this was going on, and they were like, look, we're going to cause them more stress if we separate them, to be honest, so we're just going to let them carry on. And then it ended with my anus is bleeding, and that's it. It's dead now.
Jesus Christ.
I guess of all the ways to go, that's not one of the worst ones. I don't know, actually, it does sound pretty bad. I guess for a creature of that type, it's probably one of the nicer ways to go, at least.
Maybe so.
Yeah. Rest in peace, little buddy.
Thanks, everyone, for all your bear and manatee news. That made up about 50% of the submissions this week. So, Mikey, it's your turn to do your own thing now.
Well, I am going to continue on the animal theme.
Cool.
And I have another nautical nuisance. I think we've had quite a few now, actually. Has it always been walruses? I feel like we've done at least 2 stories of animals being shits in the ocean. Yeah, orcas and walruses.
Yeah, we've done orcas.
And now we have a third critter to enter the realm of the nautical knobheads. That's the gang name. There we go.
Nautical knobheads.
It's the 4th pod squad team.
If you were to take a swim in the clear blue waters surrounding Santa Cruz, California in recent days, you may have encountered an unlikely predator. Small and dark, whiskered and fluffy, she has developed a knack for theft and a taste for surfboards.
For bicycles.
She's going to come for you. So this is their name, 841. And they are sea otter. Little sea otter.
Lovely.
Very cute. I'll send some pictures in a second once we get more into the nitty gritty of the story. Don't want to spoil it for you. It's a sight to behold.
No. Come on.
This week, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service announced it had launched a multi-agency search for Otter 841. I was going to say I'm unhappy with them. I guess it makes sense. If you've got a lot of animals to look after, just name them numbers. It's a lot easier to kind of keep track of them that way.
Angela.
There we go. Otter 841, colloquially known as Angela. But I quite like the idea of an agency. Like multiple agencies come together in the hunt for Otter 841. Makes it sound like a science experiment gone wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost my sentence midway through it. It had launched a multi-agency search for Otter 841 in an attempt to capture and rehome her after observing her concerning and unusual behavior, it says. Teams from the US and state wildlife agencies have been sent out to sea armed with a bait surfboard, but so far she has evaded apprehension.
A bait surfboard.
Wow.
What does that look? Do we have a photo of that? Is it made from surfboard or is it made from food?
I think it might be. I'm just going to send a picture. This is sadly not of the bait surfboard, but I think it is maybe just a surfboard like smeared in peanut butter or something.
Oh, wow.
But look at little guy.
Very
Dabbling at the surfboard.
Oh, bless him. He's trying his best. She's trying her best. So yeah, for weeks this summer, Otter 841 has been approaching surfers at sea, stealing and even damaging their equipment, leaving large bite marks on brightly painted surfboards. They say large bite marks. It's quite a small animal in comparison to the surfboard. Comparatively large. Local surfers have never seen anything like it. A local photographer told the BBC, who's been following the journey for quite a while now, once saw her, and this is my favourite quote, ride a decent wave on a stolen surfboard.
Oh, come on. We need video
Not
of
a
that.
good wave. Not a good wave, but like a decent one. Yeah, for an otter.
For an otter, it's all right.
On a
stolen
oh my god,
human
is this another
surfboard.
human? Could this be another human
It
inside
could
an
be,
otter?
yeah. Are there any animals left, do you think? Just in the world?
Humans.
They've all been replaced by assorted sizes of men in suits.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I like. God, I wish there was photos of it on a board, but instead we just get little nibbles. It's very strange, he said. Sea otters have never gone near surfers before. The complete tale of this otter begins a little over 5 years ago with a different otter, Otter 723. Living in the wild in the central coast of California, 723 was fed by humans and soon became habituated to people and their snacks.
And after what?
Snacks.
Discord was like, what the fuck is that? I'm going to turn that down. That sounds like a noise.
Sounds like noise. After she began approaching kayaks and paddleboards in the search of food, 723 was recaptured and sent to live at the Marine Wildlife Veterinary Care and Research Centre nearby. That's a shame. They're getting comfortable. It's like, all right, back in detention for you. Poor thing.
Yeah, go on. Off you fuck.
But there, scientists soon realised she was pregnant with a female pup. That pup was Otter 841. Oh, it runs in the family. So she was raised at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where researchers took precautions to stop her mother's love of humans from being passed on. I'd like to see what that involves. Is it just showing pictures of humans and like, no, this is bad, scary.
Slapping it gently, be mild animal abuse.
just giving it a little bit of a scare.
Yeah.
Otter 841's caretaker. Oh, wait, no, this is how they do it. Otter 841's caretakers would wear black ponchos and welding masks, nicknamed the Darth Vader outfit, whenever they fed her.
God, what the hell is this psychological torture on an otter pup?
So
this otter has a dark past, then.
This is a villain origin story right here.
Yeah, no wonder it's attacking surfboards.
Oh my god, it does paint a whole picture. Like the number names, like just imagine, like you rock up for work at the Otter prison. All right, Dave, it's your shift in the Darth Vader outfit. 821 needs feeding. All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's like something from a DreamWorks movie. It's like Chicken Run or something.
So yeah, they fed this little baby otter in the most terrifying way, and eventually was released back out to sea. They swam around for a while, ate, and just floated around California's central coast without incident, alongside a small population of other otters. Smart and wily, otters are top predators of invertebrates, foraging and eating a quarter of their own body weight in food every day. So yeah, they're like, oh wait, no, I've got this. There is a picture of them on a surfboard here. Sorry, I completely lost the trail of my thought.
Brilliant, wow. That's it. That's the one.
For those at home, it is an otter on a surfboard. It is exactly what it sounds like.
Have we got to the part yet where we work out how they're stealing these surf? Are they like attacking humans and taking it, or are they just dragging it into the ocean, or how is this working?
I think there's some information later on, so I'm not going to divulge. If we get to the end and we don't, let's take an educated guess. Why not? The photographer who's been keeping an eye on 841 said she's a very healthy girl and she's very big as well. You recalled one time watching her hang out in the water, eating crab after crab after crab. So 841's eating good. But then reports emerged of her hanging out with surfers, visits that soon escalated. Last week, the photographer captured these photos, showing them peacefully bobbing along atop a stolen surfboard. But she had to be cut. This is weird, because like, what is the otter doing to scare the humans away so much to the point where like, that's your board, mate. Don't please leave me alone.
How's it getting the board?
Take my wallet.
I saw a clip of what I think must have been something to do with this story, like last week or something. I didn't realise there was like some sort of ongoing problem. I thought it was literally just a one-off occasion of an otter on a surfboard, or like around a surfboard. And the caption on the video said something like, "It's illegal to handle otters in any way as a human." So I think there's just not a lot they can do. Like if the otter gets on, and maybe is even, I don't know if it's... The story might tell us more, but maybe it's even like attacking the humans, like trying to bite them. I think they have to just do nothing and then abandon their board.
Just watch it slowly get dragged off into the distance.
Yeah.
I have a very fat otter. So yeah, I captured the photo of her on a surfboard. But yeah, she started to become increasingly aggressive, with videos showing her accosting swimmers, wrestling surfboards out of their hands, and hopping on boards herself before dragging them away. So yes, this is a quite a vicious otter, and yeah, I think I imagine an otter bite is not a fun one. So keep your hands clear. And the otter developed a particular preference for foam surfboards, frequently used by beginners and seemingly better for an otter to sink her teeth into. So
I think this otter used to go to the swimming baths at my in my local town, because those foam things always had bite marks out of them.
Yeah, well, they're kind of they are irresistible to bite, though, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Delicious foam.
Who among us can say they have not bitten the foam boards?
Everyone's bitten the foam. What did you call them?
The floaties, I guess? No.
Floaties?
No.
We called them woggles.
Woggles?
Are you talking about the stringy ones?
Yeah, like the long,
those are
bit of...
pool noodles, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if we called them that back then. Maybe woggles, actually, but now I think they're called... I hear them called pool noodles. It's probably an Americanism.
Yeah.
But the square ones, we were just called floats, I think.
Floaties, little floats. No, sadly, this otter. I mean, maybe that's an idea. Start shipping out little floaties to put in the ocean to distract them and pollute the ocean that way. That'd be nice, just to keep the surface safe. As soon as she, so one day he said he watched her like chill in the water, being a normal otter, like feeding, eating normal otter things, not foam surfboards. And then once she finished eating, she just went over to the surfers, bit every single surfboard, and then picked the rainbow one and stole it.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So, it's
good
calculated.
taste in design there.
Yeah. So it's calculated, which I don't know if that makes it better or worse that the otter is now choosing a favourite board to then go home with, but at least they're putting some thought into it.
Yeah.
So the aquarium is still unsure why she, like her mother, seems immune to the fear of humans, which plagues many other otters. She may have had an early positive interaction with humans. Maybe they've really liked the Darth Vader outfit getting fed.
That is a trustworthy person.
Yeah.
But at the minute, Otter 841 is at large and is out there. I guess once they're out there, it's pretty hard to track them down and get them back in. So if you have any plans to go to Santa Cruz soon, watch out for 841 because they're coming for you, especially if you've got a foamy rainbow board. Oh my God, they'll have a treat. They'll have a day with you.
They'll take you for all you're worth.
Yeah. That's very cute. There's a little guy. Just have a little fun on the ocean. Let them have the surfboards.
Look at that. That's fantastic.
Oh, look at that, another picture.
I mean, it's not like otters can buy surfboards if they want, so they kind of have to resort to stealing them. So I say otter power. Go for it, dude.
Otter power. Right, so we got orcas sinking the billionaires. We've got otters
just lying on stuff.
Yeah, lying on boats and breaking them. Yeah, attacking the millionaires. And then otters are going after people who like surfing. So all the bases are covered.
Yeah.
All the water sports.
Yeah, they're reclaiming the oceans, these animals.
Stay tuned for who's next. Thank you very much, boys.
And we've even got, it's not even just water animals, actually. It's just general coastal animals, because we've got the seagulls in the supermarkets now, and the Gregses.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's true.
They're taking over, all of them. Thank you, Michael.
You're very welcome.
So it's now time for me to do my listener submitted thing. This is from Calcifer at Calcifer_dragon. It's according to ladbible.com, written by Jess Battison, who says, Mum discovers biggest Weatherspoon chip, so large she thought it was fake.
Oh my God. It's a man in a chip costume.
It could be.
Give it a rest.
I'll send you the picture straight away because, you already know everything there is to know pretty much. It is a very silly write-up.
Wow.
Okay, that is a big chip.
It's as big as a fork. It's massive.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Wow.
Look how bad those onion rings look. In fact, the chips look pretty bad as well.
That is a stonker of a chip. Yeah, that's like the size of your forearm. If you've got fork-sized forearms.
Please do. I want to know who this person is. I want to know, presumably, just how busy they are day to day.
Yeah.
And, they've got a lot going on, obviously.
Yeah.
And I want to hear all about it.
Probably going to do some filler where they describe the history of the chip and the history of
what is a chip?
Humanity, the Big Bang. The universe started with the Big Bang, and
chips were born.
Yeah.
Shortly after we had chips.
Here we go. One mum couldn't believe her luck when she was served an absolute whopper of a chip in a Weatherspoon pub. Sophie Turnock was actually disappointed when she was served up her meal at a Spoons in Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh,
No
outstanding.
Historic town, yeah. The 24-year-old's cheese and bacon burger meal came with a, quote, poultry 15 chips. But one of them, she believes, is, quote, the biggest Wetherspoon chip in the world.
In the world.
God.
Could be. She claims the monster fry was almost the size of her fork, a mega 7 inches in length. I like how it says she claims, as though there's not photographic evidence right there. The mum of 2 didn't notice the gargantuan treat hidden under her other food until son, Finn, 6, pinched a chip from her plate. Sophie even claims it was that big, the family broke it open to see if it was fake.
It's a finger!
They just didn't believe a chip could be so huge.
Oh my God.
What a stupid story. Stupid write-up.
An exciting day.
Yeah.
Chippery.
There's then that photo that I already sent you guys. And the caption is, she didn't think the chip was real, it was so big.
No.
Yeah.
It can't be real, was it?
No.
The article continues.
Finn, come look at this!
Break it open, see if it's
inside. Get the press on the phone. The article continues. She says this large piece of potato made up for the low chip count, as it was the size of 3 chips in one.
Whoa!
Sophie says, we were like, whoa, look at the size of that chip. I was so gobsmacked by it, I was like, what potato has this come from? Honestly, the potato has got to have been the size of the chip. So how have they got a potato this big?
It doesn't get any better than this.
This is peak. Can we get a Pulitzer Prize for this article, please? This is unbelievable journalism. Right. In a quotable quip, the mum added, I've never seen a potato that big. It's a quotable quip. Yeah.
God.
She said, I reckon it's an 18 centimetre, that's 7-inch, chip, and I'm not exaggerating. You wouldn't believe it if I didn't take a picture of it next to the fork. And another thing that confused Sophie was other people's response, as she admitted to being baffled by the fact that the weather... Hang on.
Was it indifference?
She admitted to being baffled by the fact that the Wetherspoon workers didn't keep the chip to talk about and just put it on a plate. Okay. Proud of her.
She presumably thought, wow, they're going to want to not serve this to someone.
Yeah,
someone put this on my plate and just let it go out. Why has someone just done that?
Oh my God. I'm also picturing her getting up after realizing how big the chip is and going around all the tables around and waggling it. Look how big it is.
Proud of her find, she said, I actually think it's the biggest Wetherspoon chip in the world. There's then a photo of her and her son. Yeah, it could be.
Are they posing with the chip?
They're not actually. No, they look like they might be posing at Wetherspoons, but here they are. There, having a good time. That looks like.
Well, I don't see any chips in there.
No,
it's just.
It might be their house actually. The mum gave Finn the honour of eating up the fork-sized surprise once she'd snapped a few pics to share on social media, of course.
Of course, yeah.
He enjoyed it. He said it tasted like a normal chip, just massive.
Yeah, if it was a chip, it will taste like
because
it tastes like a chip, but massive.
It tastes massive.
It tastes like more chip.
How did you bring out the flavour of massive in this chip?
Chip is massive. Although it was well enjoyed and made her day, that's also a quote, the diner claims she probably should have contacted someone about the chip because it could have set records. A regular Wetherspoon diner, the family are now on the lookout for more mega chips in future meals.
God.
Another quote, it was just the most random thing to happen. It made our day. We didn't stop talking about it. Sophie shared a photo of the large fry on Facebook on the 16th of June, racking up more than 200 likes, comments and shares. So Sophie's post reads, 15 chip count here, but definitely made up for it with this massive chip. Viewers were equally amazed by the size, saying, would love to see the spud that came from. A second said, crikey, that's a big one. A third commented, whopperoony.
Whopperoony?
These people aren't real. They're men in suits.
Hi, Evelyn. It's Wobby Whopperoony.
Webby Whopperoony.
And that's where the article ends. Just
brilliant.
A third commented Whopperoony.
I think we need a follow-up article. We need to turn this into a drama, really. Is David Tennant free?
Could be, yeah.
Who do you want to cast as the chip?
A huge person, maybe Richard Osmond or someone.
Oh, Richard Osmond would be a good chip. He would be a good chip.
Very good chip.
Maybe Shaq. Do you reckon Shaq would be interested in playing a Weatherspoon's chip?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Shaq as Whopperoony.
I improved the chip in using
that's so
digital
good.
Imagery.
It expands beyond the bounds of the image. This chip cannot be tamed.
That's great very good. With the transparency. I'm a big fan of that.
I've made it a lot bigger than it was. So unfortunately, it appears that chips can be bigger. Because I've got a photo that proves it. It's the size of at least 2 forks, I think, anyway. So.
It's a fantastic image.
While you were talking through that, I did start Googling biggest Weatherspoon chip to see if there's any other contenders, and I do think it is it's definitely in the running by the looks of things. The other big chips are Frankenstein chips that have been cobbled together from multiple chips, which is cheating. There's no joy in that. No. But this isn't the weirdest Weatherspoon chip enjoyer, it seems, because there's apparently one man who is trying to collect a chip from every Weatherspoons in the UK.
Oh my god, he's keeping them in a little card binder like Pokemon.
It's like a Pokemon folder.
For the viewers at home, it's like a trading card binder with a chip in each pouch and with a lovely little handwritten label with the name of the Weatherspoons and where it is.
That is ridiculous.
So if the apart from just trying to get the visual out of my head of this man sitting down being served his food and then plonking his chip binder onto the table.
Yeah, he's at spoons, didn't exist. There's the plate in the background. I assumed that was at home, but no.
He's in public. He's in public. If the internet didn't exist, this man would be hauled off to some sort of hospital.
Yeah.
Because that is so not normal behavior. And also, those binders, I have one for my Pokemon cards, and I know that you're meant to fit little bits of cardboard in there, not chips. He gets 2 or 3 pages into that bad boy. There's not going to be enough room. It's not going to close.
He'll have collected Weatherspoon's mash at that point.
He will. Yeah. And that's no fun. That's not what you started out doing, was it?
What a find, Michael. That's incredible.
That's brilliant. That could have been a story all in and of itself.
I do highly recommend Googling just Weatherspoon's chips at some point. There's someone who brought like a little scale to Weatherspoons with them to measure the weight of the chip. Someone made a little Stonehenge out of chips.
Oops, that's autofilled to Weatherspoon's Chippenham, which is not what I want. A Stonehenge out of chips. Oh yeah, measuring tape. Oh,
it's bonkers. There seems to be a whole culture around Weatherspoon's chips, and I mean, I'm here for it. I respect it. They are good chips.
In that article where she posted it on Facebook and said chip count 15, that is apparently a thing that a lot of people. Well, there's a little community of people who post their Weatherspoons play on social media, and then they put a chip count, and it's like a thing that you do. So yeah.
You count
my
chips.
God! Wait, did you say it's like this is a small sect of people who do this?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm looking at a Facebook group called Weatherspoon's Poultry Chip Count, and it has 250,000 members.
Ooh, wow!
Okay.
Wow!
That's some serious counting.
Gracious.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Weatherspoon chips are the next cultural phenomenon by the looks of things. They've got a lot going for them.
Kids love them. Yeah. Kids love them. We'll take a pack of Weatherspoon's chips, please.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Well, is it time for my thing?
It is. Yes, please give us your thing.
I will. Here comes my thing. Today, I've just opened the window. It's very bright, and now my face, it looks like a ghost. I would like to tell you all about the very first convention for nerds and weirdos.
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of apropos that we were talking about Comic-Con at the start of the podcast, because we're going to talk about this now. First, I saw a little post about the first World Science Fiction Convention, which was held in 1939 in New York. And that was really interesting because it was called WorldCon. There was a guest of honor there. And there's a section titled Controversy, where it turns out that a number of politicized Futurians, as they were called, were not invited. And this is, and I'm saying this verbatim now, this is an event known to fanish historians, that's historians about fan conventions, as the Great Exclusion Act, which is obviously extremely serious. But there is this fantastic photo of Ackerman, not Nathan Ackerman, Fine Art Studio. And Myrtle R. Douglas, who went by a pseudonym Marojo, which is sort of like a Discord username of the time, in wearing their futurist costumes, all one word. So here you have, potentially, an example of some of the first cosplay or dress-up for a nerd convention.
Wow.
This was in 1939. Those two are wearing homemade future costumes, which is quite exciting.
The height difference is astonishing.
Yes, it is. She is tiny, or he's massive. It'd be a good chip, I think, potentially. Yeah. But in trying to find sort of a more interesting write-up that wasn't so dry and so spotty as is the nature of Wikipedia articles, I found perhaps an example of an even earlier convention, but it's a bit dubious. So we're going to talk about that today. This is from Mental Floss. This is an article from 2021 by Alex Palmer. The strange story of the Vril Bazaar and Fate, the world's first sci-fi convention.
Wow. It started with a strong name, so yeah, good going.
The Vril Bazaar and Fate. The interior of London's famed Royal Albert Hall had been transformed into another world. Exotic imagery adorned the walls and winged creatures hung from the ceiling. Even the attendees themselves got in on the fun, ditching their regular clothes for peculiar costumes. In addition to the elaborate displays, there was much for them to do and admire. There were booths laden with merchandise sold by women in colourful gowns and eccentric ensembles. Women! As well as quirky activities inspired by one of the era's most popular science fiction tales. It might sound like a modern sci-fi convention, but this curious gathering actually took place more than 130 years ago.
Oh,
damn.
The Vril Bazaar and Fate, a charity fundraiser and fair, was a precursor to elaborate fan events like Comic-Con and WonderCon. It has been dubbed by the BBC and others as the world's first sci-fi convention, but unlike those contemporary cons, which can provide great ideas for sci-fi gifts for friends, it links to an article, this event was dedicated to one eccentric work of imagination, Edward Bulwer-Lytton's, perhaps, hit novel Vril, The Power of the Coming Race. Published in 1971.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, everybody calm down. It probably wasn't sexy. It might have been a bit sexy.
The Power of Soggy Biscuit.
Published in 1871, Vril told the story of the discovery of a superhuman race with advanced powers of healing, intellect, telepathy, and even flight that lived below the Earth's surface. The book quickly became part of the cultural lexicon in Victorian England. In fact, the word Vril, coined in the novel for a special fluid that enhances the powers of the superhuman Vrilyar people, became synonymous with energy-boosting elixirs of all variety. Now, off the top of your head, can you think of anything that has Vril as a suffix?
I don't think so. Oh,
it's consumable.
Bovril?
You are 100% correct. We will come back to Bovril later in this.
No.
That's the only example I can think of.
Well done.
Bovril was affected by this sci-fi novel from 1871.
Wow.
But yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. The book struck Dr. Herbert Tibbets, founder of London's West End Hospital and School of Massage and Electricity. It does everything.
Say that again.
London's West End Hospital and School of Massage and Electricity.
Wow.
It's musical theatre as well. It's on the West End. It's a hospital.
It's very Victorian science, which offered experimental treatments for paralysis, epilepsy, and other nervous diseases.
No.
As a fitting theme for a fundraising fete, it wasn't Tibbet's first foray into fundraising. He had organised several successful bazaars throughout the 1880s, and people were eager to see what elaborate theme he'd conjure up next. Newspapers announced the bazaar in February in a ceremony on March... and then there's a semicolon. In a ceremony on March the 5th, 1891, Princess Henry and Princess Beatrice of Battenberg officially opened the bazaar, accepting donations on behalf of the West End Hospital. Representatives of various organisations approached the royal couple one at a time, dropping purses filled with donations before them. Members of the public paid between 5 shillings and £1 and a shilling... 5 shillings and £1 and a shilling for entrance to the bazaar, where in the main hall they were greeted by a dazzling display. The architecture of the underground world in the novel was evocative of ancient Egypt, so a large canvas displaying ancient Egyptian imagery covered a wall. An aerial display of mannequins meant to evoke the Vril people swung above attendees' heads, and a giant column of the Vril commanded the centre of the arena. People dressed up to get in the Vril spirit. Some wore wings, others chose ancient Greek or Egyptian garb, and a packed programme of performers kept audiences entertained. There were magic shows, dramatic readings, a concert by the Ladies Guitar Band, organ recitals, and more. Wow. Stalls around the hall's perimeter offered activities like indoor fishing, palmistry, a demon dog said to read minds, which it doesn't give any more context about, and plenty of peculiar shopping options. And here we go, everyone. Attendees were encouraged to sip small glass bottles of Bovril, a savoury drink made from beef extract that had been rebranded following the success of Bulwer Lytton's book, named as a portmanteau of Bovine and Vril. What? The back of the event programme claimed that, unlike the elixir mentioned in the book, Bovril will not achieve impossibilities, but it will exert a marvellous influence on the system.
So Bovril just means cow elixir.
Yes, basically. And it was named after the sort of cultural excitement around this book in which Vril meant some sort of superhuman serum that people took.
That is a really good piece of party trivia if you're with the right audience. Yeah. My dad will love that.
Really? I'll send you a link to the article, Peter. You can,
No, I don't want to show him the article. I'm just going to drop it, next time we're sitting down, not enjoying Bovril because we don't
did you know that, just in case you want backstory on what the book is, you've got the article link.
Great, thank you.
Then this section's called A Fantastical Flop. I can only assume they're not talking about Bovril, of course.
Oh, the coming race.
Bovril may have been a hit, but the bazaar itself was not. While the peculiar offerings received heavy press coverage and public interest, word of mouth was not great. I saw nothing very attractive or remarkable, wrote a correspondent for the Preston Herald after the event's first day. The writer, expecting an elegant fete, found the decor and costumes off-putting. Another critic went further, writing in Truth, which I think Truth is a magazine or something, a more humiliating display of witless and puerile fantasticalities was never designed. Scathing.
That's a review that could still stand for modern conventions.
Yeah, fantasticalities is a brilliant word.
I bet there was no demon dog giving fortunes at Comic-Con, was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
It's gone downhill. Since, not even any Bovril. Absolutely disgusting.
Bovril at Comic-Con, 1 out of 10. Though scheduled for 3 days, the event was extended by 2 days, but not due to overwhelming demand. The bonus days were an attempt to recoup some of the losses suffered due to such an over-the-top production. Just 3 months after the show wrapped, Tibbets declared bankruptcy, tracing his misfortunes to the bazaar, which resulted not in a flood of funds for Tibbets Hospital, but a loss of £1,600. The bankruptcy proceedings revealed
that you just said a flood of fuds there.
Did I?
You may have done, yeah.
Yes, a flood of funds. Flood of funds. The bankruptcy proceedings revealed that the purses deposited before Prince Henry and Princess Beatrice at the beginning of the event were merely props, with few actually containing money. So it goes on then to say how some current day journalists and historians have looked back and traced it to current day fan conventions, and some say it is, and some say, well, it was more of a fate and sort of something that the first events that we would consider sci-fi conventions, like that one in 1939, would look at and say, well, let's not do that. For example, putting on such an elaborate display that they ended up bankrupting themselves.
Yeah.
E3. So there was a lot learned potentially, but there we are. The most interesting thing out of that is that Bovril's named after a superhero elixir.
Yeah.
And long may that continue.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah. Wow.
Amazing.
That was fantastic. Thank you, Ben.
You're very welcome.
Mikey, it's your turn now.
I would love to present my viewer-submitted thing. This one comes at you from Michael Kingston at Tired Welsh Gamer on Twitter. And the headline reads, Woman who married a ghost.
Woman?
Ghost.
Woman who married a ghost ditches husband after less than a year. So, yes, this is a woman who entered holy matrimony with a ghost and then just dumped him, which is, how dare you. The story continues. A singer who claimed to have married the ghost of a Victorian soldier says she's getting divorced. Brookhard, I think, 40 of Oxfordshire, said she met the spirit of Eduardo one stormy night in 2021 when he burst into her room and immediately professed his love for her. They supposedly then became inseparable, with the ghost even sending her cryptic messages in the shower.
Oh,
what does that mean?
That's a bit forward. Coming in saying I love you and then sending messages in the shower.
That's not nice.
A bit fast.
Just the squeaking of the glass around the shower and a heart emerges out of the steam.
I love you.
Eduardo.
Love you too, Eduardo. But it didn't take long before cracks began to appear in their otherworldly relationship. Brookhard previously claimed herself and Eduardo had argued over their wedding date. Oh no. Oh no, it's just trouble in paradise, guys. She said, I want a summer wedding, but he hates the heat, and I'd secretly love to make him melt, but he disappears often enough as it is. Sorry, I'm having quite a hard time grappling with this.
So, disappear in the. She's saying he's disappearing because he's not real. He's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And she wants him to melt in the heat, but he's a ghost.
Would a ghost melt in the heat?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe it's like a snowman ghost. You never know.
I mean,
but
this is all definitely just made up. This is just a woman pretending that she's arguing. But
Peter, the Metro is a very, very reliable news source.
The Metro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's from the Metro. Oh, sorry.
Forgive me. Continue.
How could you? She said, she wants him to melt. For weeks we got nowhere with it. So I'm going to design a Ouija board of wedding dates to see which we are both drawn to. Wait, how was she arguing over wedding dates and then have to use a Ouija board to? Anyway, sorry, let's not get bogged down in it. This is real.
It's all just ghost stuff. It's okay. It's ghost
things
stuff.
Like facts and continuity and logic. Let's not worry about any of that.
And then in the middle of the article, it links to an Instagram video, which is her doing her vows with Eduardo, but obviously.
Okay.
She's just talking to herself because there's no one there. Oh my god, she did go all out on it. I apologise for how small this picture's going to be, but yeah, your girl did good. She's got a nice little church going, so lots of candles. She's dressed for the occasion. I just sent that to you, Peter. I'm going to try that again. Not in the official Vidiots Discord, in our little one. There we go. Yeah, so this is a woman talking to a ghost. Yeah.
Oh wow! And she paid someone to officiate, and they said yes.
Yeah.
A charlatan.
Yeah. Just looking at Instagram, she has 200,000 followers. So.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so she's a scam artist.
Yeah.
No,
is she hawking any products?
It doesn't look like it. She just, she takes. Wow, her thing is she takes the photo in the exact same pose pretty much every time. That's kind of cute. So I'm going to link it. Sadly, there's not a lot of Eduardo content on here. Like, there's no pictures of him or anything.
There's no pictures of Eduardo the ghost.
I can't believe it.
How have they done that?
No wonder the marriage fell apart.
It's because he disappears all the time. Otherwise, she'd have loads of photos, but he's a bit camera shy.
Yeah. She said after the wedding, I swear he's turned into a complete groomzilla, and his list of demands grows daily. Eduardo's always had a temperamental nature, but the nuptials seem to be bringing out the worst in him. The singer also claimed the spirit often took issues with her discussing their relationship publicly, though this didn't keep her from appearing on This Morning and posting the wedding ceremony on Instagram.
Right, okay, yeah.
Did you know that there's a music video on her website with her in it?
Yeah.
She's a musical artist. It's called, I think her act is called Brocard, and this is Haunted, the official music video. This is... Yeah, so she does that.
Oh right,
okay. She's got a shop. She's got there's a collections tab, and the collection is Haunted. There's a phone case.
Oh, nice.
That says, what is it? It's got some writing on it.
Store.bookard.com. Get yourself a little treat.
Oh, the music video is pretty weird.
So alive but dead inside is what the phone case says, and that's £35. For a phone case.
Right.
You can buy a ghost dress for £500. Haunted backpack for £50.
Can I get mine exercise, please? I don't want a haunted backpack.
Well, she's got a pin. Oh no, she's got a pin that says "Give me the digits of a sick exorcist." It says.
Man. Right.
I mean, she's having fun. She's having fun.
She's having a great time.
Yes, Eduardo didn't like her talking about their relationship. After the marriage was officiated, Brocard also complained they'd fallen out over Eduardo getting too drunk during their honeymoon in Wales. Oh, no.
Okay.
Eduardo, we were going to have a nice time in Wales, and look at you, you're drunk again. Oh, dear. His apparent fascination with Marilyn Monroe appears to prove in a further obstacle to marital bliss after Brocard claims to have spotted the spirit of the late Hollywood actress at the chapel. So, it's quite a star-studded event. Yeah,
yeah.
You got no idea who else is standing there. Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah. She told Wales Online he would routinely disappear and then emerge days later smelling of Chanel No. 5, Mrs. Monroe's favourite perfume.
What is that picture, Ben? What's that?
That's from her Instagram. That's where I think she's being This is a video.
Oh,
the video's very good. How do I share this? Can I share this? How do I do that?
Just
share
go on
copy
her
link.
Instagram.
Okay, hang on. I'll send it to you. It's extremely good. Describe it if you can. I've got it muted.
Okay, right.
Oh, it's part of a music video. I think it's a clip from her music video.
Allow cookies. A pram rolls past very quickly. Oh, back and forth. It's just reversed. It's just a pram ping-ponging.
Yeah.
And then she's doing something with a ring.
Wait.
Oh, and then it shows the wedding.
She made a music video out of the wedding for her own song?
She did.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
A lot of the photos on there recently, I think, are stills from her. Yeah, from her thing.
Just
from her wedding.
Absolutely glorious Instagram comment here. Is it me or is this odd?
No, it's odd. Yeah.
It's pretty odd. Yeah, it's quite strange, this.
I want to know what Eduardo looked like. Like, was he a handsome fella? I mean, he's kind of got to be, surely.
I mean, he managed to spend the night, at least one night, with Marilyn Monroe, the ghost of Marilyn Monroe. So, he's got to be at least a bit attractive, surely.
Got to be a looker. Well, sadly, the relationship is now over. Maybe they'll repair things. I'll stay tuned. I'll see what happens. I'm sure there'll be yet another twist and turn in this story. This recollection of factual events.
I found a bad photo.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Let me know what you think of this one.
Oh. That's really bad. What is that cat at the bottom?
Oh man.
So she's photoshopped her head onto a doll, and it's in like a miniature scene, and there's a toy cat on the floor, and maybe it's Christmas.
Yeah, it looks like Christmas. There's a Santa hat on the chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Really weird.
Like someone's activated a PS1 cheat code and gone full bobblehead mode on it.
Yeah.
Turkey looks banging though.
I can't stop scrolling through her Instagram.
It's very good, actually.
Yeah, it's I kind of can't look away, even though all the photos are identical.
Wow.
You know what, Brocard, you've got a new fan. I'll give you a follow. I want to see what you go to next.
Yeah, show me all aspects of your very strange life. I hope you're enjoying it, because it looks like you are. I mean, how can you not be?
She was on this morning.
She was on this morning, yeah.
That's it. That's the goal. Brilliant.
She's way more mainstream than we'll ever be, and I applaud that.
Yeah.
We all just need to find hot, ghosty husbands, and then don't worry, we'll get there as well.
That's all it takes. Literally all it takes is
That's all you need to do.
Go on the internet and say something ridiculous like, I fucked a ghost, and then you get to go and sit on a sofa with...
Well, that's how Adam Pacitti got on the television so many times.
Yes.
It is.
I've drawn my dream woman. Here she is.
On lined paper.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's very good.
Oh, very good.
Well, thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
It's time for my thing now. And I don't know if you guys know, but over in the States in the past week or so, there have been hearings in front of Congress. I don't know if hearing's the right word, but, talks about alien disclosure.
Oh, yes.
Whistleblower talking about aliens and stuff. And it got me thinking about aliens. I wanted to do an alien thing. But I thought, hey, I'm not just going to do another story about a supernatural encounter or anything like that. And then I thought, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's do is it real or is it not real? And I was going to do the races of Star Wars. But I thought...
Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, try and make up some races of Star Wars and outdo Neil Cicerega. It's not possible.
Yeah.
It's very hard, yeah.
It is very hard. But, so I've gone one step removed. We're very far removed at this point now. Now you've followed me down this road. We're not really talking about Congress aliens anymore. It's just character names from Star Wars and the Star Wars expanded universe. It's not species, it's characters.
Okay.
I simply want you to guess which of these are real, which of these are fake, if any.
Okay.
There are 15 of them. I can read all 15 to you if you like, and then we can go through them. It's classic rules.
I have so little knowledge of Star Wars outside of Jar Jar Binks. All the names sound made up, so this is going to be tough.
Yeah. Okay. Some of them I'll spell for you as well.
Peter's a huge fan, so I don't know if he's going to throw us any softballs. I think they're all going to be
I
hard.
may well have done. So here we go. Biggs Darklighter. Deck Laser. Aurora, which is spelled URORRUR apostrophe R apostrophe R.
Okay.
I'm a gun die. Zvite conquer kill. Elo Atsti. Elan Sleaze Bagarno. Few more petrol. Jack Pork. Yeah, that's spelled few more Petrel. Few more petrol. Jack Porkins.
Jack.
Jake. J-E-K. Jack Porkins.
His first name is Jack.
Jack. General Worm Loathsome. Then this one. Peodoc Draba Takat Sap Directi Nick Linke Tiki Vef Nick Nisevef Likek, also known as Pow or Peo.
For sure, my friends call me Pow.
Salacious B Crumb. Savage Abhor. So that's just spelled savage abhor, like to hate something. Sminx, which is Smeeenks. Sphinx. Firm Scissor Punch. And that's it. Firm Scissor Punch.
Wow.
So you've heard them all.
Good
some
Lord.
might be real, some might be fake. Who's to say? So we're going to go through. Biggs Darklighter. Real or fake?
Oh my god, I just have no...
Fake.
Biggs Darklighter. I'm gonna say real. This is the one where we feel it out. So I'm gonna say real.
Mikey, you're right.
What?
It's real. And this is a relatively mainstream character. This is from A New Hope. It's a guy who flies in X-Wings with Luke. He's got a big black moustache. He was meant to have more of a role in the film, but some of his scenes were cut. But he was like Luke's friend on Tatooine, and then he joined the rebellion.
I didn't realise that was his last name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn it.
Number 2, Deck Laser. Real or
That
fake?
can't be real. That's not real.
Deck Laser. No, I'm saying not real either.
This is not real, but it is from... It's funny you mentioned it today, Ben, by chance. Today on Xantiar. That's one of the characters. Yeah, Deck Laser.
Brilliant.
Urorororor. URORRUR''R''R.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm saying real as well.
That is apparently a real name of one of the Tusken Rikers, the Tusken Raiders from A New Hope. Not only is it a real character, it's from one of the films. Because some of these are expanded universe, but that's an actual person in a film.
Is it pronounced just like...
Yeah, it's just... That's what he's called. It's not even a Wookiee. Yeah, it sounds like it might be like Chewbacca's brother or something, but it's not. Zvite Conquerkill.
That's not real.
Yeah, I think that's a bit too on the nose. I'm going to say fake as well.
That's apparently real. I didn't know this one. But so those first 4 I got from another article, well, apart from the made-up one. The rest of the real ones, implying that there are some real ones, are from an article on StarWars.com, which give us a little blurb as to who each person is.
Oh.
So, appearing only once, the esteemed Senator Conquerkill enjoyed the privilege of attending an operatic performance of Squid Lake alongside then Supreme Chancellor Palpatine at the Galaxy's Opera House. This is the scene from Revenge of the Sith where we learn about Darth Plagueis the Wise, and she's just sitting next to them, apparently, and they've all got names, all these people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hello, Asti. ELLO space ASTY.
Real.
Yeah, I'm going to say real as well. I could picture that being said in the film at some point.
This is a real person from The Force Awakens, apparently.
Okay.
Known for inserting call-outs to the Beastie Boys into his films, the film's creature department suggested this is J.J. Abrams does that. The creature department suggested the moniker to director J.J. Abrams, referencing the band's 5th studio album, Hello Nasty. So it's Hello Asti.
Brilliant.
That's kind of fun.
In fact, Ello's flight helmet, because he's a pilot apparently, has been inscribed with the words "Born to Ill," further cementing the Beasties' connection as a shout-out to their debut album, License to Ill.
Very good.
Okay. Number 7 is Elan Sleazebagano.
Real? No, no. I mean, again, sleazebag feels too on the nose, but again, a lot of these have so far been quite on the nose, like what, Conquer Kill? So yeah. I'm going to say real.
I'm going to say not real.
This is real.
Oh, damn
my God.
From Attack of the Clones, this is the man who tries to sell death sticks to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, okay. That's this guy.
His surname is Sleazebagano.
Fantastic.
Is he in the price of death sticks?
Yeah. Number 8, Few More Petrel.
That's oh my God. Yeah.
This one is real.
Yeah, I'm going to say real as well, mainly because I want to know what job it is they have.
It's made up. Just made it up. I was trying to think of like a pod racer sounding character, but
worked a treat. Yep.
Number 9, Jack Porkins.
That's real, right? There was actually one called Porkins, right? But was that his first name? Ooh.
Yes. I heard Ben say
I think it's real.
Yeah.
There was a character called Porkins. Apparently his first name is Jack. He dies in A New Hope. He gets shot down. There's apparently a famous line, "Cover me, Porkins."
Yeah.
Number 10, General Worm Loathsome.
Real.
Not real.
Unlike Loatha Somover, the Kirkoidan general who captured Christophsis for the separatist cause makes our list, not by virtue of his hideous name, reflecting an equally ghastly physical appearance, but rather his unconscionable behaviour. This is a guy from the animated Clone Wars movie. Worm Loathsome.
Oh,
rubbish.
Is there not for now, but is there just a list of every Star Wars character ever somewhere in one long list? Because I really
be so long.
Every Star Wars character ranked from worst to best.
That's your next list, right? Go on.
In tied 500th place, here's 7,000 names of background characters.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, man, I guess if you include like the books and stuff, I really want to see this now.
That would be insane.
Number 11. Powdock Draba Takat Sap Directi Nick Linkati Kiv Vef Nix Nev Sevev Lik Kek, also known as Pow.
That's not real. I think that's a misdirect.
Yeah.
It feels like it could be real, but I don't know.
I'm going to say it is real. I'm going to have faith because you've read that consistently quite a few times now, so I like to think it's real. Come on. What is it?
It's real.
Oh, what? Balls!
It's from Rogue One.
Could you paste the name in chat or something so we can have a read of it? Because it's quite the stonker.
It's full of apostrophes. There it is. Disgusting.
Wow, look at the state of that.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like, what's that place in Wales? That's the one.
I'm not doing it.
This is like a little sort of blue guy who an AT-AT or an AT-AT like comes out from the trees on the Battle of Scarif near the end of the film, and he shouts AT-AT, and they run, and that's him. That's his line.
Oh.
He actually swears. He swears in Star Wars language. He says Carabast, which is a Star Wars sort of expletive. He goes Carabast, AT-AT, and then they run. That's him. That's Pow.
Oh, look at him
go. Pow. What do you like? Number 12 is Salacious B Crumb. B is just the letter B for like a middle initial.
I can abide by Salacious. I can abide by B, but I cannot believe there'd be anyone with the last name Crumb in Star Wars. So that's a no from me.
Okay.
This is a real one.
Do you know this to be a real one, Ben?
I do.
It is. It's Jabba the Hutt's little pet from Return of the Jedi.
Capuchin hackerfucker.
Yeah, he's a Capuchin hackerfucker. I mean, that's the Neil Cicerega species name, but the real species name is no better. He's a Kowakian monkey lizard.
Fuck off. Fuck off. George, just stop.
George, stop, please. Sure, Jabba the Hutt's pet, Kowakian monkey lizard, has both distinctive and impressive first and last names, but what makes this shrieking little fiend's handle stand out is he's one of 2 Star Wars characters to say Yub Yub. Wicket W. Warwick. What? Oh, hang on. What?
Hello?
He's one of 2 Star Wars characters to boast a middle initial. Right, okay, the other one being Wicket W. Warwick, which is the Ewok that Warwick Davis played.
Yeah, the ebook.
The ebook. Sure, there have been examples of middle names throughout the canon, but only Jabba's jester displays his middle initial so prominently and proudly, apparently.
Oh.
Number 13, Savage or Savage Abhor.
Savage Abhor. I'm going to say fake.
I'm going fake as well.
This is fake, but only slightly. All I've done there is actually make an even stupider name sound more realistic, but it was made up. The real character in the Clone Wars, Darth Maul's brother, is called Savage Oppress.
Stop
really?
Just the words savage and oppress next to each other. But if you say savage and oppress, then it sounds a bit like it could be someone's name. Yeah. So,
George,
stop.
When you've got to name this many characters, they can't all be winners, so we'll let him off.
We've got 2 left. We've got Smeeks. Smeeenks.
Smeeks?
Smeeks.
I think real.
Not real.
That's not real. Completely made up.
I wanted to see what the Smeeks was.
I don't know what I was doing with that. just wrote the word Smeeks.
Smeeks.
And number 15, Firm Scissor Punch.
Strong name.
Very strong name. Every fibre of my being's telling me it's fake, but I'm going to say real.
Ben?
It's fake.
It's real.
Oh!
I didn't know this one. It's from Solo, a Star Wars story. Let's quote directly from the official guide to Solo, a Star Wars story, shall we?
Let's, yes.
Therm insists you call him Therm Scissorpunch, though it's unknown if this is a nickname he's earned or one he's desperately trying to create for himself. It continues, but then from a different article, I found a far more interesting bit of trivia that StarWars.com failed to mention. This character is the reason this list exists. This was someone else did a weird list of Star Wars names. A recent commercial for a Denny's promotion for Solo revealed a character who is a giant alien lobster named Therm Scissorpunch. Therm, as in short for Thermidor, as in lobster Thermidor.
Oh, God.
And yeah, they really did this. And his hands are massive claws. That's the scissor bit. And if he punched you, he'd be punching with scissors. You know what?
Yeah.
You get it.
That makes a lot of sense.
And that's
now
it.
that you spell it out.
I brought along one more entry from the StarWars.com list that wasn't a single entry, so I couldn't really do it as a part of the list, but they do a whole group entry for the musicians. What exactly is it about rock and roll? We're taking editorial license to capture multiple characters in a single entry, because it seems that any musician to grace a galactic stage, whether they be Doda Bodonawidu or Infra Blue Zebedee Coggins.
Zebedee Coggins, that's great.
Fantastic.
I like Coggins.
Has been blessed with a killer name. From the first tune performed in the Mos Eisley Cantina by Biff bandleader Figrin Dan and his modal nodes, to the most recent, sung by Chanteuse of the Stars, Aurora Venter Foley and her partner Lulio Primock aboard the First Light. The music makers of Star Wars have enjoyed a flashy, vivid handle like Cy Snootles, Suds Water Dilly Fay Glon, Max Rebo, and of course, that corpulent Kittonak himself, the majestic Droopy McCool.
No!
Droopy McCool.
All of those are real Star Wars musician names. Cy Snootles might be the best Star Wars name of them all, I think.
Very good.
I googled Droopy McCool and I feel very sick. He looks like a giant, dust mite or something, but with a clarinet in his hand. Oh, God.
Just some trivia about Droopy McCool that I happen to know.
Please.
He smells of vanilla.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is it? I don't know. He is just a giant dust mite, though.
Well,
but I'd rather a dust mite that smelled of vanilla. That's quite pleasant. But
I guess
I was going to say vinegar, and that would have been way worse.
Yeah.
No, he smells of vanilla, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Wow, did you know that off the cuff? That's in the recesses of your mind. Nice.
Does your dad enjoy that kind of trivia?
Yeah. Just file that alongside the origin of Bovril.
Yes.
Bring that out at parties.
Oh, this Christmas is going to be lit.
Off the chain.
Well,
thank you so much for that thing, Peter.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for submitting your listener things as well. We will be on the lookout for more soon, so keep an eye on Twitter, where we will be asking for them. Mikey, I believe there's some sort of shop.
You're gosh darn right. If you head over to vidiotsofficial.com and you click on the lovely enticing little button labelled shop, you will be greeted with a bounty of goodies ranging from the stickers, the mug, the cap, the t-shirts and the hoodie, and that's it. That's it. But what a lovely collection of things they are. They've all got fun little designs on them. Go check them out. Have a little look. See if one takes your fancy. Get yourself a cap for your bonnet and a hoodie for your body. I don't know what accent this is coming.
You okay?
It will be okay if you go to vidiotsofficial.com and buy a lovely thing. Thank you.
Absolutely. We've also got a YouTube, a Twitter, a Facebook. They're all .com/Vidiots Official. The Discord is vidiotsofficial.com/Discord. Sorry. Big thank you to Tommy and Fleckers for modding us over there. Go hang out with like-minded Podiots listeners and Vidiots viewers and chat the flip with them. We've also got a Twitch channel, which we've not used for a little while, twitch.tv/Vidiots Official. We'll let you know whenever we're going to go live on there. Podiots.com. Donate £3 or more to get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show and join Pod Squad. You'll be supporting us in the process and we will really, really appreciate it. Mikey, can you kick us off again, please?
Get your hands off my Johnson! Oh, I realise now it's the succulent Chinese meal guy, isn't it? I should have done it in his voice. Get your hands off my Johnson and get your hands off my Potter. There you go, that's a bit better.
Beautiful.
Antita Bath, Donaco 7, Ziggy Stardust and the Knob Spiders from Mars, Stephen Skordes, Lord Brotovic, and Freddie Webber.
And one more.
No.
And one more name.
Another fucking name, Michael.
Sorry.
The one that almost got forgotten last time as well.
Oh, no, it happened again. Otto Cano, thank you for being so generous.
And one more. We've also got Hap Ben Housewarming, George Bab Clooney, Podiots FM coming in your ear, Brian Blobbyfield, Bobby Kababalooney, Mrs. Gibbon, who is very generous, thank you, Mike the Geode Johnson, Lukewarm Pete Austin, Ben There's No One Named Potter, and Shieldfield Liberation Army.
And we've also got On a Takeaway Mission, Bobby Kababalooney, TP's Delight at Mikey Puking, Donaco7, Mr. Macca, Bobby Blobby, Press Any Key to Continue, The Artst, formerly known as Brince Peef Cakes, Hetty Bobetti, That's Bartek's Fav Pokemon, Ride on D's Nuts. And that is your Pod Squad again for this week. Podiots.com, £3 or more to get a shout out at the beginning and the end of the show. Support the things you enjoy and that you love. Thank you so much. We appreciate you very, very much indeed. Peter, is there something that came out on Vidiots 5 years ago this week?
Ben makes a sex worker. Vanilla Minecraft episode 5.
Yeah, that was funny because we got demonetized for that after we didn't want to use hoe in the title because we thought that would get some trouble. But we said sex worker and that was way worse apparently.
It's limited ads. But yeah, Vanilla Minecraft episode 5. Smells like Droopy McCool. Yummy. WWE 2K18 one-handed challenge featuring Cultaholic. Post some tat number 22, filling our nappies. That's when someone sent nappies.
Oh, good,
Becoming Wasteland Survivors, Fallout New Vegas Part 1. Yes. Worst games ever, Tweenies Game Time. Becoming Building Gods, Vanilla Minecraft Episode 6. The 1,000-Yard Stare, WCW Backstage Assault, featuring Cultaholic. Worshipping False Idols, Vanilla Minecraft Episode 7. Becoming Wasteland Survivors, Fallout New Vegas Part 2. Podiots Episode 11, Dog Rap, featuring Cultaholic. There's then an unlisted video called Happy Anniversary, which was clearly a message for somebody. Post some tat number 23, Fishy Burger Boys, Fallout New Vegas in real life, live action finale. It's a classic video. Draw the Fans. Redstone Disaster, Vanilla Minecraft Episode 8. Instant Giblets, Quake Champions. Hanging from the Gallows, Vanilla Minecraft Episode 9. Post some tat number 24, Fruity Loopers. GMAD Car Building Challenge. Did I say GMAD?
GMAD, yeah.
I like GMAD.
Worst games ever, Mary-Kate and Ashley Winner's Circle. Pompeii Craft is here, Vanilla Minecraft Episode 10. And finally, Overcooked 2 breaks up the Vidiots. Oh, goodness me. Lots there.
The last video on the channel.
Yeah, it was.
Very sad.
3 weeks worth of content there because it's been an extra week, hasn't it, since the last episode?
It has indeed. But we should be back within 2 weeks this time, we promise. Mikey, where are you on the internet?
At Parrot Boy on... Oh, let me say that, but actually say the words and not just make noises. At Parrot Boy on Twitter is the best place to keep up with whatever nonsense it is I'm doing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my line for once. Jesus Christ. Instagram as well. At Parrot Boy on Instagram. I'm using Instagram a bit more because I for some reason, the idea of putting permanent tweets out there is scary. So let's just do stories. They're nice. So yeah, go see what I'm up to there.
Excellent. And Peter, where are we on the internet?
We are at that Peter Austin and at confused_dude on Twitter. I'm also on Threads and Instagram at that Peter Austin. And you can get us together at Team Triple Jump on YouTube and Twitch, and also on Twitter and Facebook. But yeah, you can check out our live streams and our videos, all video game related, on Team Triple Jump on YouTube and Twitch.
Wonderful. Why not leave us a 5-star review on your platform of choice? It helps something to do with Al Gore's rhythms. It'll take you no time at all, and it's free to do so. It's free to consume this content. You have to listen to some silly Pod Squad names and maybe listen to some adverts potentially, but it doesn't cost you any money. And if you're not in a position to support us financially, why not leave us a 5-star review? Because that will help too. And tell your friends. Tell your friends as well.
Tell your friends. Do
we have a final question before we go away?
Is that bear? No, that's a stupid question. I was going to say, is that bear a man in a suit? But the answer is yes.
Yes.
That's the only correct answer. Just write yes in the comments, or yes it is, or I think it is. I don't want to see anyone with any negatives.
I want to know if anyone knows any more fun Star Wars character names. Star Wars? That's what it's called, right? Star Wars. Yes.
Sure. What's your funnest Star Wars character name that wasn't in the list?
Tell us. What was the name of that character we bought you an action figure off for your birthday, Peter, this year?
Hang on. Flipping. All I can think of is every other pod racer.
I can find it, if that would help.
Yeah. What's his name? He sounds like Cartman when he speaks in the game.
We just bought it based on cheapness and also that it was absurd. Hang on. I've got to log into my... This is going to be worth it, I promise. I've just got to log into my eBay. Here I go.
Hang on, I've nearly got it.
Who's going to get there first?
Yeah, who's going to do it? Who's going to get in there? It's not Slice Noodles.
No, it's not. It's
not Subpoena the Podcaster.
It's not Quadraneros, because that's the other one.
I've got him.
Yeah?
It's Teamto Pagales.
That's it. Teamto. Yeah.
Teamto Pagales.
You can buy him drinks in the PS1 game and he gets drunk. It's great.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for listening / watching, everybody. We will catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.